King to deliver on pledge to revoke Sussex titles as flames of anger with ugly threats to his throne. It's no coincidence that King Charles still hasn't given Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's children, Archie and Lilibet, titles, and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's titles could be in danger, as the new king has a ruthless side. If Harry and Meghan continue their attacks on the royal family, or are seen to be tarnishing the monarchy in any way, their titles could be in jeopardy. Harry and Meghan have given several interviews, certainly not the least of which was their bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey, in which they've criticised not just members of the royal family, but the institution itself. Now that Harry's father Charles is king, Harry and Meghan's children Archie and Lilibet are entitled to be known as Prince and Princess, as they are the grandchildren of the monarch. But if Harry and Meghan continue to speak out, Charles could unleash what she calls his ruthless side, keeping titles away from not just Archie and Lily, but also stripping Harry and Meghan of theirs as well. Following the broadcast of Miss Winfrey's interview with the Sussexes, the firm famously issued a brief statement in which it described the issues raised by the Duke and Duchess were concerning, and that while some recollections may vary, they would be taken seriously and addressed privately by the family. Niall Gardner, a British commentator and former aide to late British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, said the Duke and Duchess of Sussex should be stripped by King Charles III swiftly and decisively of their royal titles, after Robert F. Kennedy's daughter, Cara Kennedy, praised Meghan and Harry for making their damaging claims of racism and neglect. Mr. Gardner wrote on Twitter, "An insult to the British monarchy. Meghan and Harry should be stripped of their royal titles, swiftly and decisively." In a recent interview, Miss Kennedy, the niece of the late US President John F. Kennedy, claimed the Sussexes challenged the royal family's power structure with their public criticism of the firm. We know from their past ventures, looking at Oprah, that they're not afraid to be critical of the institution, that there have been some pretty low blows. But I'm hearing from my sources, and I think this might be at the root of it, that we could be prepared to see the king's ruthless side in all of this. Charles is not going to stand back and let the family or the institution, the reputation of the crown, which is everything to him, be tarnished or indeed trashed. Certainly not by members of the royal family. Speculation emerged to suggest the king's wishes for a slimmed-down monarchy would have him bypass his parents' desires and not grant Prince Edward the Edinburgh title. However, royal commentator Victoria Arbiter discussed the speculation and stated that she rejects the U-turn claim, and that the king could offer his youngest brother the title bestowed to their late father. Miss Arbiter, daughter of fellow royal commentator Dickie Arbiter, said, "The story erupted over the weekend in response to speculation from unknown sources, and there's simply no evidence to suggest the claims are accurate." In the last month alone, the king requested that Prince Edward be made a counsellor of state. Prince Edward has been chosen to represent the king at the Royal Variety performance that's coming up. It'll be his first time at the show. On Sunday, Edward was selected to take the royal salute at the Veterans March Past. Edward's wife Sophie became the first member of the royal family to travel to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. I would say Prince Edward and his wife Sophie are very much part of the king's future slimmed-down monarchy.